News This Morning starts now.
Well, coming up, the University of Arkansas implements a new safety plan after a false active shooter report locked the campus down this week.
And compared to this morning, yesterday, we are seeing temperatures anywhere from about a couple degrees cooler to about 6 degrees cooler. So it feels quite cool this morning, and it's going to feel pretty nice the rest of the week. We'll talk about that in our rain chances coming up.
And a brand new all-inclusive playground in Fort Smith. I take you inside in just a few minutes. And a live look out in Rogers this morning, 6:30 on this Wednesday.
Yeah, definitely so. And still some of our counties around our area under a burn ban today. The River Valley counties, Crawford, Franklin, Johnson, Sebastian. Logan just gave up their title there on the burn ban.
Yes, they had quite a bit of rain on Tuesday, so that's why they let it go. Those counties that are still under effect didn't really see as much in the way of rainfall on Tuesday, but thankfully it looks like area wide will have a great shot tomorrow.
Yeah.
And of keeping things cooler to help kind of alleviate some of that risk for burns. This morning we are seeing quite a bit of fog out there, especially in Siloam Springs and the Fayetteville area down to 0 miles. Fort Smith down to 2, but some areas in the Fort Smith area seeing quite a bit of fog. Photo at the airport reported 7, but it looks like still get a little bit of fog no matter where you go this morning, and will stay pretty thick until about probably 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then that'll thin out. So you're headed to the bus stop. Again, it's going to be mostly cloudy. It's a cloudy morning with that fog. Temperatures are in the 60s. So again, take it from me, I'm a Minnesota guy. I would consider this t-shirt weather, but if you want a light jacket, definitely wouldn't be the worst thing to do. Cloudy skies with an isolated shower for recess, and then as you're heading home, a little bit better chance of scattered showers. So have that umbrella and raincoat more for the way home rather than this morning, because there is a couple of very stray showers here just west of LaFleur County. You know, it's very light, so maybe a very light sprinkle or light shower at most, but that chance will increase for us tomorrow, near 100%, if not 100%, especially in northwest Arkansas. But then after that, things quiet down, and really Labor Day weekend could not ask for much better weather to wrap up the month of August and start September. So we'll talk more about that here coming up in your full forecast. Now we'll take a live look at traffic on this Wednesday morning. Take a live look in the Fort Smith area along I-540 at Rogers Avenue, so you can see some of that fog out there. It's a little bit better than earlier this morning, but still you can see, especially out in the distance, it is pretty dense. So again, have those lights on. Those cars do, so good job, guys. And have the low beams on, because again, you don't want that high beam to reflect the water and blind you and impair other drivers. So again, just be careful out there. We'll have the full forecast coming up in about 15 minutes. Joe and Tiffany.
All right, thank you, Danny. Well, University of Arkansas police say they're looking at increasing gun safety training on campus after the false active shooter report on Monday.
University police say it was a powerful reminder of how to respond in a real emergency. University police and campus security say that they train students and staff to follow clear steps during an active shooter event. Steps designed to keep everyone as safe as possible until help arrives.
The Assistant Chief Matt Mills emphasizes the importance of knowing exactly what to do in these critical moments.
Get out if you can get out. Take as many people with you as you can and just continue to go. If you cannot get out, deny access. Close the door, lock the door if it's possible, barricade it, turn off the lights, and get into a place that you can't be seen from any side windows or glass, and then prepare to defend yourself if a bad guy was to come into the room.
They're still investigating where that original call came from and whether it's connected to similar reports at other universities across the country.
Many students and staff are still processing the mental and emotional toll of what happened Monday. In response, universities expanding mental health support throughout the week. Drop-in hours for counseling are offered for students and for faculty and staff through Friday from 2 to 4. There's also a number at the bottom of your screen that's offering 24-hour support. You can probably find that on our website, 5newsonline.com. The university is reminding students and staff that counseling and psychological services are there if needed.
Well, this morning, newly released body camera video is giving us a look at what Kermit Acosta told investigators after he shot and killed Brad Jones in Lavaca last month. Investigators say the two men have been arguing over payment for cabinet work. Acosta told police he felt threatened when Jones and another man blocked his truck and refused to leave. Acosta says he pulled a gun from his vehicle but claims he didn't want to use it.
I had no intentions of shooting this guy, man. I was hoping to just scare him.
Okay.
I was hoping he'd just call me a crazy. You know, it'd be like we did before.
A special prosecutor ruled the shooting was legally justified, saying Acosta reasonably believed he faced an imminent threat. The family of Brad Jones is now suing Acosta in a wrongful death lawsuit.
Meanwhile, in Sequoia County, quick thinking saved a life when an assistant police chief pulled a man from a burning car on I-40. Stigler Assistant Police Chief John Bale had only seconds to save a life. While driving his patrol car on I-40 between Salsa and Muldrow, transporting evidence, he saw a driver speeding past him, weaving dangerously between two semis. The car crashed into the nearby woods. Bale quickly pulled over and sprang into action. Another bystander arrived to help as well.
I'm so thankful for somebody else to be there, strong young man, and that was able to grab the other arm, and the both of us jerking were able to work him free and get him out and pull him to safety.
The assistant chief says that he hasn't been able to find the man he saved, but a trooper says that he was flown to a hospital and was expected to survive.
Now, the search for a missing New Orleans boy has come to a tragic end. The body of 12-year-old Brian Vasquez, a nonverbal child whose disappearance gained national attention, has been found.
Now, questions are mounting about the police response after he went missing. Search crews with the United Cajun Navy recovered Brian's body Tuesday morning, ending a 12-day effort.
But just hours after his body was found, New Orleans police served a search warrant at the family's home, asking for his mother's cell phone as part of an investigation into whether she failed to report him missing. The family says she contacted police multiple times the day he vanished and believes the warrant was unjust.
New Orleans Police Department gave a search warrant for Hilda Vasquez's cell phone. It is not for child abuse. It is one count of failure to report a missing child.
New Orleans police say no arrest warrants have been issued, but confirmed they are reviewing the response, including a 5-hour delay to the family's initial 911 call. Well, this week at Carol Ann Cross Park, playground developers are returning to see the progress on the newly opened inclusive playground.
The city of Fort Smith says that it's had a lot of positive feedback on the park. 5 News reporter Emily Moss is joining us live with the latest. Good morning, Emily.
Good morning, Joe and Tiffany. This inclusive park at Carol Ann Cross Park is all about just making sure every child of all ages have somewhere they can play and of all abilities. It's separated by age group. Right now, we're here at the toddler section. I'm going to run up this hill and hopefully I don't embarrass myself on live television, just so I can show you a little bit about what it's like. I made it. Okay, so since it is the toddler, a lot of these things are shorter so the kids are able to grab. But part of the reason why this park is inclusive, in every section there's turf on the ground where the hills are, so that way kids can easily climb up the grass of all abilities and they don't have to worry about getting stuck or there being steps that they may not be able to climb. Behind here, there's more places to climb up. There's even a rocking portion if your child is in a wheelchair and needs to stay closer to the ground. And behind me, of course, the slides that all playgrounds have to have. Now, this playground is created with all sensory abilities in mind. It includes a lot of different portions that would include sensory or activities or making sure that children are able to use the playground in all different ways. Sarah Duster is the park director for Fort Smith, and she said that a lot went into creating a park like this.
We're the only one in the area to feature all of this as much as this, and kids just love it, parents love it because we have a fence, they can run around, and also we have different age groups all in one combined area instead of separate, and that's something we've learned from citizens and really taken that feedback and applied it to future projects.
Now, when we think of parks, we think of the staples, the slides, the swings, the monkey bars, and here they have a bunch of different sections for the slides and swings and monkey bars, so that way all kids are able to use them. There's 4 different versions of swings behind me. One is wheelchair use, toddlers, older age with disabilities, and then older age in general. So this park is really just all about making sure that all kids can have fun. Back to you.
All right, thanks for that, Emily. Well, President Trump is intensifying his focus on crime, promising a new bill and tougher actions in major cities. The president says he's working with Republican leaders on a comprehensive crime bill and has suggested sending National Guard troops to cities like New York and Chicago to tackle rising crime rates. At the same time, reports say President Trump could face a legal battle after firing Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, who disputes his authority to remove her.
We need people that are 100% above board, and it doesn't seem like she was.
This dispute comes as President Trump pushes for a rate cut and as more than a dozen FEMA employees are placed on leave over budget concerns. Smaller bites, bigger changes. See how weight loss meds like Ozempic are shaking up menus everywhere.
And those allergies are still pretty bad, especially with the mold on the higher side. But hopefully some cooler air as well as some rain can kind of wash more of that out. We'll talk more about those rain chances coming up in your full forecast.